So the guy that actually reached out to us with the video actually said that this thing was a track car. But you know what? We got some keys. That is just crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, you can't really replace this anywhere. We're just gonna have to get a whole new car, pretty much.
Exactly.
Everything works, everything lights up, it's ready to fire up.
Guys, there's only 10 days left of the red eye giveaway along with $20,000 cash. And with all the mixed emotions about the whiteout paint right there or the Hellbino, whatever you want to call it, this is what we decided from the get-go. If you win this thing and you want the black trim, we'll throw on the black trim. If you want black wheels, we'll do the black wheels. If you want to mix and match it, we'll mix and match it however you want. But as of right now, we are going to still paint all the black trim in the back, and then we'll order an extra set from the dealer. But anyways, guys, all you have to do is enter for your chance to take this sucker home. So check out goonzquad.com, check out all the official rules, and it could be you. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to start working on our brand new build, the 2010 Corvette ZR1. And I know some of you guys were expecting like an exotic car or something newer, but you know what? It's not always about expensive and exotic cars. Sometimes you got to get the historic stuff, and this right here is the perfect one, the ZR1 with LS9 motor. I believe this is the first Corvette to hit 200 miles an hour from factory. That's absolutely wild right there, and it's a manual, so you can bang them gears. It's that raw power right here, so we're super pumped to get all the parts in and just have this sucker back to factory spec. And then after that, we're gonna throw some nasty parts at it. It's gonna be super crazy. And today, Corvette Carl is not with us. He called in sick, and Mustang Man didn't show up either. So we had to bring in Hellcat Henry. He's gonna help us. Hellcat Henry is here. No, we're just playing, guys. We're not gonna fool around this episode. We're gonna get some real stuff done. Let's take this sucker in the garage. So the key guy came out here a lot sooner than we thought, but you know what? We got some keys. We got an original key and an aftermarket key that the key guy brought out here, but he attempted it, no luck. He said he's gonna bring out the final boss. His boss is gonna come out here, and I think we should be good. Hopefully everything goes smooth, but we still got some things that we need to do. We gotta check all the fluids, check the oil, that way we can get that first start in. So let's go ahead, pull it inside, tear a few things apart, and hopefully this thing fires up and it's got a cam. Has to be cammed. Something been rubbing. Why is it
Still good though.
Caliper maybe? Yeah, what the heck?
Definitely the caliper.
Look at this brake, bro. He done used this crap up.
Dang, they got so hot, dude. Those are probably
really
done.
raced this thing.
Somebody pushed this thing hard. So we're gonna push it even harder.
Can you open up safes? So the final boss key guy finally came back, and he was actually able to program us a key. It took him a few hours because he actually had to cut a regular key for the trunk. I think you got to twist it like 6 times for it to go into program mode. But look at that. Everything works, everything lights up, it's ready to fire up. I mean, look at that, it's beautiful in here. So we are jumping on the engine. We're like, dude, let's check this thing out. Let's see if we can fire it up. We went under there, we poured some oil. There's no coolant in there. We don't care about that stuff. But when we went under there, we seen some pretty nasty things. So we noticed that this engine's pretty much just sitting on the subframe. The engine mounts are broken. It's even sitting on the harmonic balancer, and it's like, I mean, this thing got pushed up so high, I think like 2 foot, that everything is just jamming up against like the pulleys and stuff like that. So I don't think we'll be able to start it. Kind of sucks because we really wanted to hear this thing, see what's been done. But what did you get, like a random video somebody sent you of this thing running?
Out of the blue, we got
good.
something.
Sounds pretty good. We're gonna play it for you guys. Just let us know what you guys think. So that sounds like a mild cam to us, right, buddy? But it's not choppy enough. So we're gonna worry about that in the future. We're probably gonna put a big fat cam in there, but for right now, let's go ahead and keep tearing stuff apart, possibly even get this engine out.
All right guys, so we got this sucker up on the lift in order to remove a few other things before we can drop this motor. So we are gonna have to drop exhaust and also the whole entire torque tube. But I mean, we're just inspecting stuff underneath here, and you can tell this sucker was used for what it was intended to be used for. And look at this, man. You could tell by these rotors that this sucker was definitely probably on some sort of track. Even the backs of the calipers got tons of rock chips. I ain't never seen any caliper chipped up that much right there. But also, check out this harmonic balancer sitting right on that subframe right there. Kind of damaged these belts. And the reason why it's sitting like that is because, of course, the motor mounts are completely shot. I mean, look at this. That's crazy right there.
Completely sheared those bolts out, dude.
Out of the motor. Hopefully we can fix that right there, but no big deal. We'll figure that out later. But I mean, it's a nice little, I think, titanium center exhaust part right there. But in the back, you got wear and tear as well. Even this sway bar right here got completely scuffed up. I guess it bottomed out. Dude, I bet this thing sits low, dude.
Hey, it got coilovers on here, and like when it was just sitting outside, it definitely sat real low.
Yeah, so the guy that actually reached out to us with the video actually said that this thing was a track car right here. So, I mean, you can definitely see it right there. But you know what? We're going to restore this sucker. We're going to make it brand spanking new. We're going to make this thing nice. So let's go ahead, drop a few things, and then drop that LS9. Now that is how it's done right there. That's how you separate the drivetrain from the body of this
Corvette.
ZR1 Corvette.
That's
right here,
crazy.
dude.
So this is like pretty much all Corvette full drivetrain. It's all connected transmission, engine, and all. That's crazy to
That
just
is
see
super
it like
crazy.
this. Dude, look at that gear shifter right in the middle of the tube. I guess it all just runs off of one stick. That is insane.
Yeah, the C8 is set up way different. So all the way up into the C7, I believe, they have the transmission in the rear, and they all have that torque tube. Which, look at this torque tube. Or actually, the torque tube is good. The bell housing is what broke right
the
there.
bell housing just completely sheared off, so we can just pretty much just replace that bell housing and we should be good. Other than that, I mean, look how filthy this thing is. Probably never got washed good in a long time.
Dude, I cannot believe that somebody tracked a ZR1 or drifted it. Whatever they did, dude.
That's awesome.
I mean, that is awesome, but,
most
you
of these
know,
things just sit in garages and people
That's
just
true.
try to like collect them. But dude, this is what this thing was meant for, and it all looks still good. You know what I mean? It still is holding up. There's some awesome stuff going on right here.
Yeah, it's holding up other than the wreck, the total, other than the frame rail. That frame rail, I've never seen a frame rail bend so hard and break like that. That is just crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, you can't really replace this anywhere. It's all even like going down the side right here. It's all starting to get welded in and riveted in along the whole entire tub, which I don't even know how you would splice that in. We're just gonna have to get a whole new car,
Shell.
pretty much.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah, whole tub, whole chassis, but it's just insane. Even if it's slightly wrecked in the front and say one of these rails goes over, you can't swap the rails. You gotta straighten them suckers out on a
And
frame
they're
machine.
aluminum, so on the frame machine, it'll take you a long time to straighten out. You would like something to front, like this piece right here. If that thing bends, you have to do a bunch of cutting, aluminum welding. That's some crazy work. I didn't even think about it like this. I think we did a C8, and it was way easier.
Super easy, man.
Oh, yeah.
But man, this is just so crazy. Finally got that motor out as well right there, and we're gonna probably ship this off to get some work done to it. We're thinking definitely a way nastier cam.
Yeah,
dude.
maybe do a cam, or of course we're gonna do a cam, but maybe do a smaller pulley as well. We're gonna talk to a few people. Smaller pulley, and we're gonna replace all this stuff. Like, I think we may even have to replace this thing since it got hit one time, because you don't want that to be bad, you know?
Yeah, do some nice pulleys, make it look beautiful, maybe port the supercharger as well. All that good stuff right there, but definitely gonna need a subframe. This one's destroyed. And as for this area right here, I believe there's, oh, dude, you see the red on the inside? Definitely like a stage 2 clutch up in there, dude.
Stage 2, stage 3, it definitely doesn't work. It's leaking even fluid once we depress it or press it down. So we're probably gonna get a whole new clutch system and just run it like that. But I'm ready to unbolt this, take this off, just start fixing some stuff. But first thing we need to do, try to get this thing out of here.
Yeah, we need to just go ahead and put it on some wheels or something, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy right there. Everything in the back end is good. I don't know if we're gonna run this exhaust. Probably gonna do something a little bit nicer, maybe.
Yeah,
dude.
probably just do. I mean, we can just do an axle back unless these are custom flanges that they welded on. If anything, we'll just do a full long tube back, because this has long tube headers right here, so we can just throw on a nice exhaust in the rear, and I think it'll sound even better.
Yes, sir. And another thing I wanted to point out right quick, dude. Feel how light these carbon ceramic rotors
are insane. You would never hold a rotor like that on a regular car. They're super heavy. This definitely eliminates the weight on just a ZR1. I bet it's way lighter. I wonder how much lighter it is than a regular Corvette, or if it's the same. You know, we don't know. But that right there is like light.
And they're in perfect condition as well. So the rears are a lot nicer than the fronts, but gotta buy a lot of parts nonetheless.
Alrighty guys, so check this out. We got a clutch on our hands, a twin disc, pretty much a $2,500 clutch. But we looked at the pads and this thing's only worth 25 cents. I mean, this thing is worn out. There's pretty much 1 centimeter of pads left. I mean, to do a clutch job though, man, you have to drop this whole entire thing. I can see why this clutch is almost gone. So definitely gonna throw a new clutch on this thing. The motor mount on this side, we popped it off to see if these actual threads were sheared, but I think they're really good. We're just gonna clean them through with a thread maker, just make sure they're solid. And we're probably gonna get some better motor mounts. I don't know if these solid ones are the ones that we want. We'll do a little bit of research. We want this thing running smooth. We want it almost original, but we already got a shop that we're talking to that's gonna do a cam in this thing, that's gonna do probably E85 flex fuel and probably some lifters, and you know the good stuff to make this thing chop like a good bit, because ZR1s with superchargers don't chop like regular Corvettes, but we want it to, we want chop, you know what I mean?
That's the main thing, and we want some good power, and we're gonna keep it reliable as well. So super happy that we got this motor out. We just need to take it to the shop, and in the meantime we're gonna work on a body pretty much.
So we located pretty much entire car with the parts that we need. So we got an entire frame, chassis, all good, all original, and pretty much all the parts that we need are gonna come with it, like a bell housing and all these little things. That's super exciting. It was a good chunk of change, but you know what? It's pretty much everything that we need in order to get this thing finished up.
And there's something super special about this car right here, and we've never done anything like this before, but we'll talk about it once we get that car. But dude, this is super exciting, man.
Yeah, super exciting. And we want to go ahead and pick the color, because these two cars, they're going to be two different colors. We're going to be swapping parts here and there. And we want to, I think, do an original ZR1 color.
Yeah.
There's like 20 of those colors, but we don't know what yet.
But guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. We're super happy with the amount of progress that we got done on this sucker. All the parts are pretty much on the way. All the upgrades pretty much ordered as well. And we got stuff scheduled in, guys. We're super excited. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.